to understand first is that you need to know the x-intercept, you need to know the y-intercept, and you need to know the asymptotes. Now let's start with the asymptote. So the first asymptote we're going to talk about is the horizontal asymptote. Y is going to be equals to 0. So meaning if we want to know where this graph is going to cut the x-axis, we have to say y is equals to 0 at that particular coordinate. So in order to work it out, we are going to substitute there, and anywhere you have y, we shall put 0. So we are going to say 0 is equals to 2 over 3x minus 2 minus 5. Then we shall take 5 on the other side, so we shall have this equation becoming 5 is equals to 2 over x 3x minus 2. Then we can cross multiply, so that we shall have 3x minus 2 is equals to 2 over 5. I will take this 2 on the other side here, so we shall end up remaining with 3x is equals to 2 plus 2 over 5, which will mean what? Which will mean that this is 2 plus 2 over 5. We shall have our answers 2.4. So we shall have 3x is equals to 2.4 divide by 3 divide by 3. So this implies that our x is going to be translating to, divide by 3, this is going to translate to 0.8. Now with this 0.8 we have, we're gonna use it as the x-intercept. So we're going also to find what our y-intercept is in this case. So we shall say the y-intercept, we need the y-intercept in that case, and at the y-intercept we always know that at the y-intercept x is going to be equals to 0. So which means to this equation, anywhere you have x, you shall substitute 0, so the equation will reduce to y is equals to 2 over minus 2 minus 5, because this part is going to run to 0. So basically we shall have our y reducing to minus 6. So we shall have our y-intercept at minus 6. Next part, or the next features that you need to know before you sketch this graph is you need the asymptotes. And in this case, because this is a reciprocal graph, we need the vertical asymptote and horizontal asymptote. For you to find the horizontal asymptote, which is y is equals to, you are going to read which value you have here. So which value you are having here is minus 5. So you're going to say y equals to minus 5. So that is the equation of the horizontal asymptote. So in the event you are having a question, and that question is in such a way that this part was not there. This part was not there. You are having only y is equals to 2 over 3x minus 2. If you are having that part only, it will mean that the horizontal asymptote will have been y is equals to 0. But since you are having minus 5, you will say y is equals to minus 5. If you are having plus 5, you will say the horizontal asymptote is going to be y equals to negative 5. And this is the asymptote, it's parallel. This is the asymptote which is parallel to x-axis. So if you are asked a question whereby you are told write the coordinates of write the equation of the asymptote which is parallel to the x-axis, basically this is what they are asking for you to state. Then we need to find now vertical asymptote. A vertical asymptote is basically parallel to y-axis. It's parallel to the y-axis. And how do you get it? Whenever you are trying to locate the horizontal, the vertical asymptote, you are going to read it from here. you read this coordinate that we have, this equation that you're having at that particular point. So you are going to say that is going to be 3x minus 2 must be equals to 0. So that is the part that is going to give us the vertical asymptote. So we make x subjects, and this is going to be 3x is equals to 2, x is equals to 2 over 3, and that becomes our part of what we call the vertical asymptote. And this is the asymptote which is parallel to the y-axis. So in the event we are done sketching all that, so the next part that is remaining is to do what? The next part that is remaining is for us to sketch the graph. Let's draw the y and x-axis. So we need our y and x-axis to be drawn, and let me just draw my y-axis. I'll draw my y-axis somewhere here. This is our y-axis, and then we shall have our x-axis. So we shall have our x-axis there. The first thing we need to sketch is the asymptotes. Our horizontal asymptote is y is equals to -5. You can see it here, horizontal asymptote. So let's start with that. So we're going to go and say we shall have -5 at this point, and then my graph is going to behave when this graph, our horizontal asymptote is going to be this one here, which is going to be a line that passes through like that. That's our horizontal asymptote. We need also the vertical asymptote. We say that our vertical asymptote is 2 over 3, which is around 0.6. So you can say, let's assume our horizontal vertical asymptote is going to be our 2 over 3. Is it positive? Yeah, it's positive, so it's going to pass there. So I'll sketch, I draw broken lines. And what's something that you need to remember is that these asymptotes are lines where the graph is going to approach, but the graph will never touch those particular lines. They are asymptotes. Then we also have this part, then we have the intercepts. So we had the x-intercept. X is equal to 0.8. 0.8. 0.8 we can assume is somewhere here. And then we said the x-intercept, this x-intercept is the one that we said is 0.8, somewhere there. And then we have the y-intercept, -6, because this one is here. So the y-intercept somewhere here, you can say we have -6 at this given point, -6 here, and then the x-intercept is at this particular point. So what we are remaining with now is joining or drawing the graph, how it will look like. So the graph that we have here, you see we have the asymptote. So the graph will approach this part and it will approach this part, but it will never cross those lines. So you are going to draw a graph approaching there like that, and then it will come down like that. It will just go that way, and on this other side this graph will be approaching the line that way, and then it will pass upper part that way, so that the graph is well indicated here. So if you can be able to see it properly, like can be able to zoom out, let me just place it here. This is my y-axis and this is the x-axis. So that's how the graph is going to look like. Yeah. So easy. So that is basically what you are supposed to do whenever you are sketching reciprocal graphs. First, get the intercept, get the asymptotes, so that you can be able to have your graph well sketched there.